Also new at 4, the Wisconsin State Capitol building was among the state complexes across the U.S. that got a threat today. Taking a live look now through our Capitol Sky Cam, a spokesperson for the Wisconsin Department of Administration says it came via email, like other state capitals across the country. NBC News says at least 5 other state capitals were evacuated this morning because of a similar threat. The Wisconsin Capitol was not evacuated, but police have taken extra precautions. Someone convicted of making a terroristic threat in Wisconsin faces up to 3.5 years in prison and a $10,000 fine.